Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. This reading is for the week of November 4th. It's going to cover roughly the 4th through the 11th of November 2024. All you need to do is choose a card. Which card are you drawn to right now? Is it card 1, card 2, or card 3? Once you've made your choice, you can click on that timestamp below to fast forward to your reading. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week. Hello, Group 1. Let's see what your first card is for this week's reading. It is Basil with Reconciliation. So I'm doing a Halloween-themed reading, even though it's past Halloween because I was too busy last week to do a Halloween reading. So I'm using my Halloween decks. But your first card is Reconciliation, okay? And basil would be the herb. So you might be reconciling with someone, or two people you're very close to might be reconciling. But let's see what else I can tell you with another oracle card. Okay, let's do this top one. And it is the Knight. Triumph over adversity. So there's reconciliation and triumph over adversity. Okay, interesting so far, Group 1. Let's see what I can get for you with the tarot to add to your reading. Maybe the reconciliation is the adversity. The person that you need to reconcile with is the adversity. Maybe you or they have been stubborn about something. So that would kind of make sense. But let's see, what we get with the tarot. All right, we've got the World. We've got the Hermit. Queen of Bats, which is Swords. The Emperor. And the Five of Bats, which is Swords. Okay, all right. The World, the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle or a new something. So I would say the triumph over adversity and probably the reconciliation will happen early in the week. With this World card, it does mark the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, right? The Hermit with the Queen of Bats, it's kind of telling me, okay, well, there's something you need to ponder over or think about. You need to go within. You need to do a little bit of a deep dive to figure out the next move or to figure out what to do in a situation. We've got the Four. The focus would be on a relationship or family. It could be a work relationship because of Wands, but it could also be your significant other or your family in general, or a new family, or you're considering maybe getting married or something or incorporating someone into your family. That's possible with the Four. Yeah, we've got the Page of Ghosts, which is Cups. So whatever this is, people are emotionally invested. So, I mean, for most of you, it's probably family. For some of you, it could be work. But definitely go within. Definitely consider everyone involved. Be very sympathetic, empathetic, and considerate of everyone involved before you make this decision. And as the Queen of Bats or Queen of Swords, know that you will make the right decision, okay? Because after that, we've got you taking on characteristics of the Emperor, which is someone who's in charge of his or her life. You are strong, confident, you are a leader. You are, a mediator perhaps, if the reconciliation has to do with, say, your parents or two children that are going at it against each other. You're kind of the mediator, right? And the Hierophant, tradition. Going back to tradition in some way with that or with this decision or with your behavior. Doing something the way it's always been done or returning to doing something the way it used to be done. Because whatever this is that follows some kind of a pattern or tradition that you are going into, it is the best way. Okay, so for some of you, it is returning to an old way. For others of you, it is going back to the old way that maybe you've never done. The old traditions you've never followed until now. But they do kind of pay off, at least in a personal sense, at least in an emotional sense. For some of you, this might mean getting back into your spirituality. It might mean going back to, a specific religion that you were raised in. Maybe there's a little bit of a returning to that. So that's always possible as well. We've got the 5 of Swords. We've got the Death card. Oh, lots of conflict here. Lots of conflict. But we've got the 5 of Cups. A little bit of an upset. And then the Knight of Wands. Okay. There is the end of something here. There is conflict. I feel like it's probably inner conflict for you. It does have to do with doing something the way it's always been done or doing something in a new way. And you've been conflicted over this. Again, it does look like returning to the traditional way is the best way, but it doesn't necessarily look like the easiest way, right? But know that whatever you are sacrificing or losing in order to go down this path, it's worth it. But you have to go down the path with passion. Whatever this decision is, whatever this path is moving forward, go down the path with passion. Also, looking at this side, being on the side of this oracle card, triumph over adversity. This Knight of Imps or Knight of Wands is triumphing over adversity. And the adversity is a fight. It is confrontation. It is a sense of loss. There's like a battle and then there's a sense of loss after the battle, but know that it's not a devastating thing. Okay? And that could tie into the reconciliation as well. Let me draw a few more. Hopefully some of this is making sense. Let us know in the comments if it makes sense for you. We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I do feel with the Knight of Wands or Imps and Queen of Wands, there's probably quite a bit of fire in your chart, or maybe you are a fire, sun, or moon sign. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And in that case, this is probably all the more important for you to remember, which is to consider all options, all paths. Consider going back to the traditional way. Maybe it's something you said you'd never do again. I'll never do that again. And now you're considering it, and it might not be that bad of an idea. And for most of you, the conflict is an inner conflict, considering this. But for some of you, this is just validating the first card. And I mean, the first card and the second card. That there's a fight, there's an argument, there's a confrontation, there's something happening, and there's triumph over the adversity. Okay, let's do one more. And we've got the 3. So you're looking into the little bit of the further future here. There's a chance with the 3 to kind of catch your breath and assess the situation and then move forward. Some of you, this conflict, again, is within your personal relationships. Some of you, it has to do within you only. Some of you, it has to do with relationships with your work or in your work, and you're considering returning to work or a job that you used to do. You said you'd never go back and do that again. Some of you, this is a totally new path you thought you'd never take. I would say overall, consider all the options and don't be afraid to do something that is seemingly the way it's always been done or seemingly traditional. Because in this particular case, it's not a bad thing. That's the way the cards lay. All right, thanks. Bye. Hello, group 2. So let's see what your first card is for this week's reading. For you, we have Rose and a message of romance. So romance might be in your cards, so to speak, this week. Let's also get you an oracle card from a different deck and see what else I can tell you about your week. That one kind of flipped out. We will use it. Hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. Okay. So it might mean, and we'll look at it with the tarot as well, this might mean that fate is blocking a path of romance for you, or it might mean something totally different. I will let you know. It could also mean that up until this point, fate has blocked this path for you because you didn't meet the right person, right? That's also a possibility. But let's see what I get with the tarot for this week. And I missed last week's reading, so I'm using my Halloween cards this week. All right, we have Strength. We have the Hermit. We have Six of Ghosts or Cups. We have Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. Okay, or Bats. All right, let's take a look. So Strength and the Hermit. The Seven of Wands. The Page of Wands. All right, so there is definitely news coming your way. Be ready for it. Wow, this is Ace of Wands. I do feel like for most of you, romance is in the air for you. There is communication here. There is someone probably pursuing you, but it might be the other way around. If there's someone you've been interested in and you haven't reached out to them, maybe this is the week to do so because romance is in the air. We've got the Six. This is a nostalgia card. It could be somebody who you've known for a while or someone who you knew when you were younger. And they could possibly be coming back into your life. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups. It is love. It is love. And I feel for most of you, the hindrance card is kind of what's been happening up until this point. Okay, that's the message. Fate has blocked a romantic path for you because the right person did not come in. Now, some of you, this is kind of this week going into the rest of November, maybe going into December, but essentially it is definitely a message of someone pursuing you, someone wanting to, woo you or something like that. And it could be someone who you've known for quite a while. There is celebration here or some kind of a party or a reunion, getting together with friends or loved ones and just, having fun, going out. We do have Justice on top of that Four of Bats or Swords and the World. It does look like this is a recovery. This is a recovery and a balance of the scales, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So I feel that with the Four of Swords card, some of you maybe within the past few years had a big breakup or a divorce or something, or a death or something like that, where you all of a sudden became single. And here we have love entering the picture. Okay, it could be an old love coming back. It could just be someone you've known for a while. But that's what it looks like. Let me draw a few more tarot cards. Death, okay. That's the end of the old. The 5 and the 9. There is comfort, security, serenity within you and within your home. Okay. What else can I tell you? Let's see. Let me look at the numbers here. I mean, you got 2 aces. That is pretty impressive to get 2 aces. Plus the Ace of Cups or Ghosts is definitely a love card, a romance card, someone presenting you with their love. The nostalgia card. The first card was Strength, so it's kind of telling you be strong. Whatever this is, it is important. It is heartfelt. There is clear communication between you and this other person. I would say it looks like it's fresh for most of you. For some of you, the Ace of Wands could mean some passions reignited. If you're in a relationship now and things have gotten a little bit stale or stagnant, then that would mean there's like a reignition of it. Is there anything else I need to tell you? We've got the 10 of Wands, hard work card, and the 3. It's kind of saying if you want this relationship to work, it's going to take hard work, but you can see the foreseeable future, and it does look like it's worth your emotional investment, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's look at the numbers. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 ones. So 1 is significant, but also 3 is significant. So pay attention to numbers 1 and 3. If you see repeating 1s or repeating 3s or 1 3 1 3 1 3 or 3 1 3 1, anything like that, that is a sign, that is a clue. Maybe that whatever you were thinking about or doing at that time is the right way to go, is the thing to do. Okay? Yeah, that's pretty clear cut. So hopefully this resonates with you. If not, look at one of the other cards, and I hope you have a great week. Bye. Hello, group 3. How are you? Let's see what your first card is for this week's reading. We have Rosemary with a message of memories. Okay. Memories are going to play a part in your week. Let's get you one more oracle card before we get into the tarot. Okay. Medusa, jealousy leads to downfall. Right? So that's a warning. That's a little bit of a warning to not get too jealous this week, group 3. Let's get into the tarot. Perhaps for some of you, your memories of a relationship in the past where you were done dirty, you were cheated on, lied to, whatever. Maybe that memory leads to jealousy in the current time. So that's something to consider, that this might not be a repeat thing, right? But let's see what the tarot can tell us. Might even be jealousy in the workplace. Maybe, again, based on a memory, a past experience in the workplace or in a different job situation. But, whoops, so that flipped. We'll use this one first. We've got Knight of Bats, which is the Knight of Wands. We've got the Star card. Great. We've got 2 of Pumpkins or Coins, 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups or Ghosts. Okay. Let's take a look. Knight of Wands, 4 of Coins, and the Ace. Interesting. All right, so what this is telling us is that in your career or a work or a school situation, or maybe you're planning on a career, forge ahead with confidence, okay? This is possibly a job offer, possibly a promotion. It's a situation where you're no longer having to be quite as frugal as you have been in the recent past or recently or now. This is more money coming in. So that's excellent news, right? And it's right on top of that wish card. Okay? So it's something you've been wishing for. If you're wanting to hear from a company, you had a few interviews, maybe you're going to get a job offer, or if you've been wanting or feeling like you deserve a promotion or something in your job or in your workplace, that's what this is. It's more money coming in. It's a wish coming true. You're balancing the budget. You're making ends meet. There isn't a lot of struggle there. With the 6 of Wands, this is also in the workplace. It's victory. It's esteem. It's kind of rising to a higher position, maybe a position with a little bit more power or a leadership position. So all of these kind of make sense in the workplace. And maybe that's where this kind of plays out. This is kind of saying, all right, don't get all jealous, don't get all worked up or worried about the situation you have with your employment. It's going to improve, okay? It's going to improve. And you not only have the Star, which can be a wish card, it can also be fame and a few other things, but we've got the 9 of Cups, which is the other wish card. So for me, you have both wish cards here, especially if you're wishing for clarity with your job, with your career, with your schooling or training. And also if you want clarity or an improvement in your financial situation, okay? Look at that, Page of Imps, good news coming your way. The Devil, materialistic, possibly gain. And the 10, you've worked for it though. You've earned this. Whatever it is you're gaining this week and moving forward, You've earned it. You've worked very hard for it and you are deserving of it. Okay, let's see what else I can tell you. That one kind of flipped out. So we'll get that one, the Four of Bats. Where should I put that? We'll put it there. And the 9, very similar to, I think, Group 2's reading, where there is a recovery for you, where you are now feeling secure and comfortable and serene and possibly able to be and feel more comfortable within your home because you can pay the bills, because you can maybe, improve your home in some way by fixing things or adding to the decor or whatever it might be. You're feeling more comfortable in a home situation. For some of you, this is moving out on your own for the first time, and it's a big deal. Let's do maybe 2 more cards. Knight of Pumpkins. I'm trying to see where the memories are coming from. And the Hermit. Okay. It looks like there could be someone coming in with some romantic feelings for you. And I got the Lovers. They've been slow to make this move, but maybe they've been kind of admiring you from afar. This person is very down to earth. They're very careful in their lives, what they do, the choices they make. They're very reliable and stable and careful. And it looks like there is an attraction here. So it could turn into something more. So consider that. They might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but not necessarily. They're just kind of taking on a few of those characteristics. But psychically, I feel like there is a physical attraction here with that Lovers card. And it's kind of breaking you out of your shell and maybe breaking them out of their shell as well. Maybe they're so slow to make a move, you're making the first move. That's always possible. And with the Memories card, since I was asking about that specifically, it could be someone you've known for a long time or someone you have a history with. Maybe in the workplace, maybe in your personal life. Maybe it's someone you went to middle school with. Could be something like that. But definitely there's a little bit of romance in your week as well, Group 3. So I hope this helps you and have a great week. Bye.